Medford Proxima, made in USA, designed by Greg Medford. It's a very elegant and beautiful knife. We have an overall length 8.75 inches with a closed length of 4.9 inches and blade length of 3.875 or 9.84 centimeters. We have a thick 0.19 inch 5 millimeters thick premium S35VN blade, drop point design with titanium bronze handles and anodized bronze and frame locking frame. The knife sits on phosphorus bronze washers, and overall weight we have 8.4 ounces, 238 grams. To do a quick size comparison, this is a Hinderer XM18 with a 3.5 inch blade. This knife is definitely bigger, but it comes very close to Hinderer XM24, or XM24 might be very slightly longer. What I like about this knife, the pros, at first I have to say it is a very beautiful, very elegant looking knife. Something probably you could take with you on a nice wedding when you're wearing suit and tie and tuxedos. Something you can take to your corporate party as your EDC knife. It's just an amazing, very beautiful looking knife. Flipping action, I can't say more. Just listen to this baby. I love this flipper. The overall ergonomics pretty amazing. The knife sits in hand very well. The comfortable feel, hold is very strong. Titanium frame lock works wonderfully, no lock stick, and the locks pretty much, I would say 20%, 2-3 millimeters in. Holds nicely, nice beefy thick design. The weight 8.4 ounces might be too heavy for some. For me personally, that's an okay weight. Something that I would personally consider a bit heavy to carry for EDC. I would say anything above 10 ounces weight. However, below 10, I have no problem carrying it in my pants pocket. It's an absolutely wonderfully built knife, and with it you get Greg Medford's personal email, telephone number. So if you ever have any questions, you need any customer assistance, Greg is 24/7 ready to assist you. Room for improvement, weaknesses, something I would like to see on this knife. There are not many weaknesses, I would say, other than two I could highlight would be, one, I would have loved to see here Hinderer lock bar stabilizer to stop the frame from over travel. So Hinderer lock bar stabilizer would have been a welcome feature on this knife. Maybe a little bit more jimping towards here. There is some jimping on the spine of the blade, but a little bit on the back of the knife would be nice. What I don't like, as you know from my videos before, is any type of proprietary screws, proprietary pivots, because then you have to get a proprietary driver to disassemble the knife. But here is the catch: Medford knives you cannot disassemble because it voids the warranty right away. If you need to have it disassembled or any work done, you have to send it to Medford Knife. You have to send it to Greg, and they will take care of you. Which is a little, I would say, another weakness I would address to this knife, because I personally do like disassembling my knives, putting them back. Rick Hinderer has no problem. Chris Reeve even includes the disassembly tool, but Greg Medford does not want you to do any disassembly work. For some people, these knives are obnoxiously fat and overpriced, too big and beefy. But again, these knives are not marketed to everyone. It has its own market segment, its own loyal customer base who know what they're getting when they spend the money on Medford knife. Other than quality and very well made overbuilt knife, you're also getting a personal care from Greg Medford. This is an overall, it's a fine knife, very finely made. However, again, within that price segment, I'm sure you could, for that money, you could find many other knives that perform just as good or feel just as good, even much less. You could find a lot of decent knives. However, if you are sure you want to try something as elegant, as beautiful, and you do want the high-end Medford knives, I would strongly then suggest you, yes, go ahead, give it a try to Proxima. It's an amazing flipper. It will definitely find a lot of pocket use in your pocket. The more you flip, the more you fall in love with this knife. It's just an amazing flipper.